Is Apple finally making a bold move with its iPhone design? The iPhone 17 Pro is still months away, but leaks are already painting a picture of what could be one of the most surprising changes in years. While previous rumors suggested a horizontal camera setup similar to Google's Pixel phones, new renders show something completely different, a wider camera bar that still keeps Apple's signature triangular lens arrangement. According to these new leaks, the iPhone 17 Pro will feature a redesigned camera module placed inside a rectangular camera bar with rounded corners. Unlike past models where the cameras were grouped tightly in a square bump, this new design stretches across the back of the phone. The three camera lenses are positioned on the left side, while the right side contains an LED flash, a rear microphone, and a LiDAR scanner stacked vertically. So, why would Apple make this change? It may not just be about aesthetics. Reports suggest that this design choice could be linked to the dynamic island hardware on the front of the phone. Apple might have adjusted the camera placement to avoid interference with the sensors that power Face ID and front-facing features. If that's the case, this could be more of a functional decision rather than a purely visual one. But what does this mean for the iPhone's overall look? If these renders are accurate, Apple is moving toward a more symmetrical and balanced design. A wider camera bar could help distribute weight more evenly, reducing the wobble effect when placing the phone on a flat surface. However, this shift also raises questions about how it will impact cases and accessories. Would Apple need to redesign MagSafe accessories to accommodate this new shape? If Apple follows through with this, the iPhone 17 Pro could end up looking more like Google's Pixel 9 and Pixel 9 Pro, which also feature a camera bar. However, there's a key difference. While Google arranges its lenses in a straight line, Apple appears to be sticking with its familiar triangular layout. This means the iPhone will still have a distinct look, even as it adopts a more modern design. Now, there's always the possibility that these renders aren't final. Apple is known to test multiple prototypes before settling on a design, and early leaks don't always tell the full story. But the fact that we're seeing consistent rumors about a new camera layout suggests that something big is coming. So should Apple go through with this design? Some people love the idea of a camera bar because it gives the phone a more futuristic look, while others prefer the classic camera bump Apple has used for years. It all comes down to personal preference. A camera bar could make the iPhone stand out, but it could also feel like Apple is following in Google's footsteps rather than leading the way with something truly original. We'll likely get more leaks in the coming months, especially when third-party case manufacturers start preparing for the iPhone 17 lineup. Those accessory leaks usually provide the best clues about Apple's final design choices. But for now, what do you think? Would you be excited about this new look, or do you think Apple should stick to its traditional camera bump? Let us know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Did Apple just bring back something we thought was gone for good? The iPhone SE 4 is getting a lot of attention, and not just because it might launch soon. CEO Tim Cook recently hinted at a new member of the family, leading many to believe we could see this budget-friendly iPhone as early as February 19th. Well, one major leak has sparked some serious debate, and it has to do with something most people assumed was a thing of the past, minus 64 gigabytes of storage. Rumors suggest the iPhone SE 4 will start at around $499 United States dollars, which is 70 United States dollars more than the previous model. A price increase isn't shocking, especially considering how smartphone prices have been going up. But here's the part that's raising eyebrows. A leaked listing from a supposed Chinese retailer claims that the base model will only have 64 gigabytes of storage in 2025 that feels outdated. Most mid-range Android phones start with at least 128 gigabytes, and even Apple's competitors in this price range have moved away from 64 gigabytes as the starting option. So why would Apple do this? It could all come down to business strategy. Apple has a history of charging about 100 United States dollars for each storage upgrade. If that pattern continues, then the 128 gigabyte version of the iPhone SE 4 could be priced at 599 United States dollars, and the 256 gigabyte version might cost as much as 699 United States dollars. That puts the iPhone SE 4 right up against some serious competition, particularly the upcoming Pixel 9a. The Pixel 9a is expected to launch at a competitive price, and if it starts with 128 gigabytes while Apple sticks to 64 gigabytes, that could make a big difference for buyers. Most people who buy an iPhone SE are looking for a more affordable way to get into the Apple ecosystem. But if you compare it to other options, paying 499 United States dollars for just 64 gigabytes might feel like a step backward. Of course, there's more to the iPhone SE 4 than just storage. The design is expected to be a big upgrade. Leaks suggest it will look similar to the iPhone 14, moving away from the outdated iPhone 8 style design of previous SE models. That means a larger display, thinner bezels, and possibly a more modern feel overall. Inside, the phone is rumored to have the A18 chip, which would bring a huge boost in performance. If this is true, the iPhone SE4 could be one of the most powerful budget-friendly phones on the market. Apple is also rumored to include 8 GB of RAM, which would help with multitasking and overall speed. Another big change, Face ID. If the leaks are correct, this will be the first iPhone SE without a home button. Apple seems to be fully embracing Face ID as the standard way to unlock its devices, and this move makes sense. While some users might still prefer Touch ID, removing the home button allows for a larger display and a more modern experience. Now here's the catch. All of these details come from leaks and rumors, and nothing is official yet. It's still possible that Apple will launch the iPhone SE4 with 128 GB as the base model. Have you ever taken a photo only to find strange lines ruining the shot? That's exactly what's frustrating Samsung Galaxy S25 users right now. Many have reported an issue where their photos show unwanted horizontal or vertical lines, especially in low light settings. This problem, known as banding, makes images look unnatural and has become a major complaint on Reddit and Samsung forums. Even the high-end Galaxy S25 Ultra, with its impressive 200-megapixel camera, isn't safe from this issue. Users have noticed that when they capture images in night mode, the photos sometimes develop light or dark streaks. Some describe them as thick, discolored lines appearing under strong lighting or high contrast. Interestingly, these lines don't show up when using expert RAW mode or third-party camera apps, which suggests that the problem is tied to Samsung's image processing rather than a hardware defect. One of the first reports of this issue came from a Galaxy S25 user who shared their experience online. They noticed that in certain photos, a thick line with a different color appeared quite often. This raised concerns about whether the issue was caused by software or hardware. Many other users confirmed experiencing the same glitch and became clear that this wasn't an isolated problem. Tech reviewers have tested different ways to reduce the banding, and one solution seems to work for some users. Setting the shutter speed to 30 seconds in Pro mode has been effective in removing the white bands. Another user suggested reducing the intensity of post-processing by setting it to medium, but this fix doesn't work for everyone. The good news is that Samsung has acknowledged the problem and is working on a fix. A company spokesperson confirmed that an update is rolling out this week to address various camera issues, including image stabilization and post-processing adjustments. However, it's still unclear whether this update will completely eliminate the banding problem or if further improvements will be needed. It's common for newly released smartphones to have software bugs, and most of them get fixed through updates over time. The Galaxy S25's banding issue doesn't seem to affect every unit, but it's frustrating for those who have encountered it. What's reassuring is that Samsung has acted quickly to resolve the matter, rather than leaving users in the dark. Interestingly, some Galaxy S25 users have also reported overheating issues, although there's no confirmation yet on whether the latest update will fix this problem as well. The device has only been out for a week, and 2 major issues have already surfaced. While Samsung has been quick to address the camera glitch, users are still waiting to see if overheating is also on their radar. Despite these early setbacks, Samsung's quick response shows that they are committed to improving the user experience. Software updates are an essential part of modern smartphones, and manufacturers often fine-tune features based on real-world usage. The big question is, should Samsung have caught this issue before launch? Some users feel that a flagship device should not have such noticeable bugs at release, while others understand that no phone is perfect on day one. What's your take? Should Samsung have done better testing, or is this just part of the usual early release experience? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates.